Hello, one placeholder and Fred and Kadu. Nice to see you guys here again. And as usual, for the early attendees, the unique pleasure of opening packs. Let's get rid of the rest of this Duskmorn bullshit, shall we? This was never likely to be the set that I was going to be most interested in dwelling on. Just stopping by because you're watching the episode 3. Yeah. I don't know how many people are going to be here, given that Jello is doing his big epithet thing. If you don't know that, Jello's doing an anniversary event for Epithet Erased this weekend. So get the fuck out of here and go watch that, unless you don't care about that, in which case, by all means, stay here. Let's see, dissection tools. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fun. That's fun. I think I remember that from the set spoiler. It's Laughlin time. I'm the opposite of Knuckles, because unlike him, I do chuckle. It's right there in the name. Beastie Beatdown. They fight in, and if you have Delirium, you get 2 counters first. Pretty good. Fear of Immobility I remember from the draft. Get out. It's pronounced, you know, it's spoken aloud like the super scary soundbite from Donkey Kong 64. Easier to watch a YouTube VOD. That's fair. That's fair. Another dissection tools. Well. Can we get a playset out of 4 packs? Jump scare. Hee. Yeah, let's see. None of these are new. Got an uncommon wild card. Yeah, that DK64, that's like the scariest thing in that game by far. Nothing in Donkey Kong 64 is scary except for that, which is like actually quite scary when you're like 9 years old. Get out. And a fucking crosshair on you that means you're gonna instantly die if you don't finish what you're doing in the time limit. That shit was spooky. Simple removal. Just a much better Vicious Hunger. I'll take it. Horrid Vigor. Vile Mutilator. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, this thing. The Roller Crusher Ride. If they weren't cowards, they would have just called this Mickey's Dick Smasher. Delirium. Furnace of Wrath for you. And when it enters, yeah, it fucking annihilates shit. That's a fun one. Infernal Phantom. Okay. Cryptid Inspector. Yeah, that's for the, like, the Manifest strat. Ah, the worst control magic ever printed. New secret lair opportunity, Mickey's Dick Smasher. One can only hope. Yeah, we had that guy. See what we got. Insidious Fungus. Sack it for a naturalize or a draw and a... Oh, okay. Yeah, neat. Wicker Folk Thresher. Scarecrow, Big Boy, Delirium when it attacks, and oh, okay, yeah, gets you lands or just other cards into hand. He does his best Nadu impression, except he does it once during the turn and only conditionally instead of infinite times for no cost always. Oh yeah, go, yeah. That's a good one to have a copy of. I mostly only care about first copies, because if I do any kind of constructed on here, it's probably just going to be Brawl. Someone asked me many weeks ago about whether I would consider doing, like, Brawl games against viewers, and the answer is yes, but I need more cards in my collection. Hello, Chockle. Oh, I had this guy in the Phantom Rare Draft, and I mega fucked up with him, because I had him alongside the creature that, like, taps to add mana and gain counters, and then you can sack it to get a spider for every counter that was on it. And I was like, With Marvin, I can do that with 2 things. I make a bunch of spiders, but I sacked that creature first, and then I was like, wait, why can't I sack Marvin? And I forgot that the creature's not in play anymore, so he couldn't tap to remove the counters. And I felt very stupid. I lost that game. Okay. We got some rooms. We got a dual land. Just started playing MTGA. Played Magic before, but she made me think to look into it. Okay. Well, I hope we can both remain responsible and not spend money, because I would just feel awful if I got anyone else to make poor life choices with their money. On these streams, do you prefer being called Aram or... I don't really care. You can call me what you... Someone the other day just called me Laughlin, which was very funny and bizarre, and we spent a while and eventually settled on Viscount Laughlin as my official title for the purposes of the stream. Chef Laughlin, also a top contender. I don't really mind. Like, I'm streaming under Tom Laughlin because it's not, you know, I'm not doing this for like surprise round stuff, so I'm first and foremost want to make sure that it's apparent who I am in connection with, say, my voice acting work, since I just go by Tom Laughlin there. Honestly, if I could go back in time, I might have chosen to do all my professional voice acting work under Aram as a mononym, just for the sake of simplicity. But I'm in too deep under my real name, so I'm gonna go by real name here, but I don't really mind. I'll answer to either. I will just have to deal with that confusion for the rest of my time online, in all likelihood. Noxious Revival. Target card from a graveyard on top of its owner's library with Phyrexian mana. I didn't even know this set had Phyrexian mana. Or maybe this is one of those, hey, we stuffed a card from a different set in here, Ren. Oh, yeah, it is. It's a different set symbol. I don't know what that even is, that set symbol. Dr. King Goma. My full official title when I graduated from Goma College, indeed. Chockle got a... Oh, Chockle's message got deleted by Stream Elements because it contained the phrase snake.move, which it interpreted as a link, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It must have slightly different rules than Nightbot, because I think snake.move works to post on Surprise Round. I'm trying to figure out if I have the power here to undelete messages. I don't think so. Show messages caught by channel blocked terms. Yeah, I'll have to keep massaging the settings here, because probably what the behavior that I want is for messages like that to be held instead of deleted, so that I can allow them if it's a situation like this. But, yeah, right, for the moment, I don't think there's any way I can get that back. But I appreciate the reference to snake.move, which will likely is a creative work I'm never gonna top in terms of how proud I am. Like, voicing an antagonist in Dragon Ball, pretty cool. But let's be real, it's no snake.move. Overlord of the Baelmerk. When it enters or attacks, mill 4 cards. Then, what is a non-avatar? Oh, okay, just a, yeah, creature card or a planeswalker card. I wonder why they bother with non-avatar creature. It's not like you really care about stacking a bunch of these up, I wouldn't think, but shrug. How can you get more peak than snake.move? You simply can't. Wait, you're in Dragon Ball? I sure fucking am. Here, let me link my Blue Sky post. I would love if I could link a clip or anything, but I can't get one yet because the dub is not streaming on Crunchyroll yet. But, yes, big news. It's my Blue Sky post about it. But yes, I play, as far as I can tell, the main antagonist in Dragon Ball Daima in the English dub. I went to see it. It had a theatrical release last weekend, or Actually, it was like Sunday through Tuesday, but yeah, I went to see it on Monday of this week. Big boys. Big boys. Character looks so funny. Yeah, it's very me. Very me. What is that design? I don't know. I still don't know yet if it's like that's just his body, like he has those horns and that's the color and consistency they are, or if he's wearing a onesie that pulls down over the head. Maybe we'll find out. But yeah, no, that's a secret that I'm not privy to. He's so itty bitty. Is very you. Just done watching your performance as Ashnard in Fire Emblem. Well, if we're thinking of the same, if you're thinking of Jello streams, I believe Will was the one who was voicing Ashnard most of the time. But yeah, it's the same ballpark. I was very lucky to have the opportunity to audition, and yeah, it's right in my wheelhouse. A big get. I'm very happy about it. And I'll be even happier when, I assume at some point the dubbed episodes are gonna go up for streaming on Crunchyroll. I can't speak to any plans, because I don't know them, and even if I did, I couldn't speak about them, but I have to imagine that the dub will go up on Crunchyroll for streaming and be probably a couple episodes behind the sub, if I had to guess, and I should emphasize again that that is my guess as just a person and not as someone with any knowledge, insider, that I'm sharing. But, you know, old Dragon Ball was dubbed long after the Japanese existed. I think Dragon Ball Z was done in Japanese before the dub started in English in America. And I'm not sure about some of the more recent ones like Super or GT or Kai, how they've been doing. Super's dub was pretty far behind, yeah. But it is at least logistically possible that they could keep this close-ish to a simul-dub. We'll see. It doesn't seem to be on a weekly release cadence either, because it's not a seasonal show. They're taking their time with it. So, no idea when things will be out to just be viewable at leisure, but I'm very happy about it. I'm very thankful. Oh, and Duckman's gifted celebratory 5 Tier 1 subs to people. Congratulations, Teal Chorus, Burning Hound, Simi Cake, Jerbear 47, and Pick Trable. I couldn't do it before today, but by the next time I stream, I need to try and track down the source image for Tom Champ and maybe D-Yeah and get some of those in as emotes. I'm not probably going to be commissioning any custom ones yet at this time, but like there's fun ones that I can at least put that already exist, even if they're borrowed from existing channels, and I would love for people to be able to use them in chat here instead of the Twitch default hi emote, which for some reason they give you when you unlock fucking affiliate, and they give you emote slots. They're like, would you like an emote that no one will want to use? It's almost more insulting than if you just didn't have any custom emotes. I beg of you, Cyrus, snake.move emote. You are so right. You are so right. Yeah. The thing about emotes is they have to be very simple or they're completely unreadable at the size that they appear in chat. I consider that a weakness of some of the surprise round emotes. They're a little too detailed, so it's hard to just pick out the emotional thrust of the emote when it's shrunk down all tiny. And so I'm not, you know, if I sit down and make like a, you take advantage of that high emote. If I sit down and make emotes, I'm gonna need to... Yeah, that's why I like D. I think Diaz one of the ones that's, like, slightly easier to tell what's being expressed. Even Dia, like, it goes down to, you know, the shoulders, and it has enough space at the top for you to get the fist pump. It would almost be more effective if it was just the facial area. You'd be able to see the facial expression more. But, yeah, Dia, I think, is one of the ones that does work for me. They're all great pieces of art, but I need to really... If I'm gonna commission actual emotes for my channel, and Snake.mauve is an obvious choice that I'm surprised I hadn't already thought of, I'm gonna need to sit down with someone who, like, really knows Twitch emotes in terms of how much you can get away with. How much can you actually fit in there and still have it parse at the size it'll appear in chat. Get a reaction of your Planeswalker, Sona? Maybe, yeah. Yeah, some stuff that's kind of Magic the Gathering specific might make sense. Let's see. Do we want to open some Foundations packs? Oh, right, I should talk about what I'm actually going to do today. Foundations is out. I'm going to do a draft. That was probably obvious from the stream title, but yeah, that's the plan. Because it's new, there's no bots draft for it. So I'm just going to have to fucking gird my loins, put on my big boy pants, and deal with the fact that I'm going to have to pick cards in probably a minute or less, instead of taking 5 minutes per pick near the start of packs. They had a midweek madness that was basically free-for-all constructed of just Foundations, so you could use any card in Foundations without care for ownership. So I played a little bit of that and got a chance to, like, look over the set. Sorry if this is a weird question, but are you currently planning on doing more than Magic and or video games? It's not a weird question. The short answer is, I just kind of fell into streaming. I didn't really go at this with a plan. The slightly longer answer is most likely yes. I do know at least one thing that I have in mind as a thing I want to stream in future that is neither Magic nor a video game is, when it is public knowledge, what do I want to say? What do I want to say aloud right here and right now? I think this is okay to say. I'm working on a tabletop-related project that involves, like, making maps as you would for, say, Roll20 or Foundry, whatever. And I am keeping it under my hat for the moment. Hype chest! Yes, I'll open the hype chest. I got the batter up emote. Awesome. Cool. Batter ups in chat, or ups. Can I use that? There we go. Batter up. I don't even know what that is. That's not a channel emote. Channel, it's from Twitch. Oh, okay, Twitch Hype Train. I see. I don't know how those work on I just, here's a random emote, I guess. Shit, and now I've completely lost. The Hype Train has derailed my thought train. Right, I'm working on a TTRPG project that involves map making, and I'm keeping it under my hat for the moment. But once that's kind of more unveiled and I won't be scooping myself, I will probably someday stream map making, honestly, the way just, visual artists stream, do art streams or whatever. That's nice and chill, and chat won't be a big distraction, so it's not gonna, like, slow me down work-wise, I don't think. And yeah, it'll be a great time to just sit and chat, and if, there are other people who are here from TTRPG land, I think that could be nice content. And, people could maybe pick up some tips and or tricks. Yeah. Yeah, I've learned a lot in the past year and a half. For the last adventure of my now finished Dungeons & Dragons campaign, and for what I'm working on now, I finally said fuck it, gave up on Roll20's map editor and Dungeon Painter and all the other things that I had tried to use to kind of do it in a TTRPG specific way, and I just started map making entirely in just an image editor. I've just been using GIMP because it's free. And now it would be very hard for me to go back. Gives you a very, very great degree of freedom. The only downside, really, is that, you know, everything has to get rasterized into an image before you can put it in Roll20 or Foundry or whatever, and so you do lose the ability to tinker with all the individual stuff and move shit around. But, yeah, I don't think I can go back. There's so many cool things I can do when I have the full power of an image editor that you can't do in any of those other things. Interesting seeing someone who likes that. Making maps is the worst part of GMing for you. Making maps can be tedious at times. If you've got a lot of them to chew through, yeah, it can cease to be fun. But I do find some pleasure in it, generally. Dungeon Painter, more like Dungeon Painter. Yeah, honestly, Dungeon Painter was good for exactly one thing, which was laying down walls. Because it let you basically draw them in shapes and lines and do curved segments and stuff from just a singular base image in a way that automated a lot of a process that is actually a bit of a pain when you're just in an image editor. But Dungeon Painter was ultimately essentially unusable for me for one very simple reason that I will never understand. And as far as I know, doesn't seem to be a bug per se, but I can't imagine why they designed it this way, which is that it munges the fuck out of every base image you put in it. You drop it in, and it's just like, oh, here's a nice high-resolution thing. Can I make it look like shit for you? Can I make it get super fucking pixely and grainy? What, munge? Yeah, it's a semi-precise, semi-made-up word. But yeah, it takes the input data and fucks it up, basically. So you can't make maps that look good zoomed in Dungeon Painter. Even when it looks fine in the editor, just the export. It's just part of the export. It's like, fuck you, now this looks awful. And there's nothing you can do about it. Literally, you'd be better off print screening the editor screen in Dungeon Painter and then sticking it back together. Did I ever use Incarnate? I did try Incarnate. I made an overland map in it, and it had some very nice features for kind of blending terrain brushes and stuff. I didn't feel like paying for it, and was already so close to converting to full image editor that I didn't want to learn another specialized tool for it. But I might look into it again in future if I want a more domain That's so silly. Why does it do that? Let's open one of these. I got to see most of the rares and mythics in this set because I was looking for cards I might want to build around to help choose colors when I was doing the free-for-all constructed stuff. But I'm not too familiar yet with the lower reaches of rarity in this set. That was a full 2000s comedy movie bit. Thank you. My life is a 2000s comedy movie bit. Yeah. And there's no draft guide for this yet, that I'm aware of. So, by and large, we're just gonna have to do our best, and we're not gonna have long to pick cards, so I'm just gonna have to fucking try. Oh, hey! Yeah, I'll take a Wrath of God. Does every pack have a different music? I don't remember the Duskmorn packs having music that only played while you were, like, moused over them, but maybe I just didn't... What do you want, phone? New voicemail. Alright, we'll look at that later. It's from an 800 number. Oh, okay, it's just that same card that was also in Duskmorn, I think under a different name. Ooh. Oh yeah, this bird wizard guy. I considered trying to build around him. Building around cats, elves, or goblins. Yeah, white has cats at lower rarities and angels at the higher rarities, it seems. Elves are elves as always. Goblins are goblin. Goblins gonna gobble. Elves gonna elf. Oh, we're back to good old giant growth. I'm like slightly surprised. I would have thought they would have just printed a strictly better giant growth that would be the staple now. But my recollection from looking through the set was that they did live up to their theoretical promise of kind of having a sampling of cards throughout all of Magic, including, you know, some reprints of stuff that really is below rate for modern standards. Like, even in the rare slot, like, they reprinted Arcanus the Omnipotent, who was, like, a fine, splashy, not competitive, but neat card when he was printed in 2002. And now is like laughably overcosted and too likely to accomplish nothing by modern legendary creature standards. I guess he's still cool. And it's not like all cards have to be of the exact same power level. Having a spread of power, get packs, give us money, you bitch. Having a spread of power level is fine for, you know, separating the good players from the silly boys. But it was surprising to see some cards that they printed that I actually recognized and were old. Pump spells got better offensively, but worse defensively with the new combat damage rules. But that's right. Now you don't have to. Now you don't commit to what order you're dealing combat damage until it's gonna happen. So yeah, you can't use it to save whichever creature your opponent targeted for more damage anymore. Because if you pump, it has to be before they decide, so they can choose to kill the lesser creature. That's not going to matter very much, I don't think. Certainly not compared to the M10. Have you seen the new Shock card? I saw that they appeared... One thing I noticed looking at the set spoiler for Foundations was there were a lot of instances where they printed two very similar cards. And I was, like, surprised that they printed both. Show me Foundations. Don't care if it's collected yet. Just show me the set. They printed, like, they reprinted just straight up Shock, I think. If I'm remembering correctly. I don't know how this is organized, I'm realizing. But then they also printed, this Shock with a kicker to make it like a lightning blast instead. I'm not sure if this is the one you're referring to. But this is Shock with an extra thing. Sorted by mana cost. Oh, that makes sense. Well, no, because then why does it go 1, 2, 4, and then now we got ones again? But yeah, they reprinted that, and if I'm not insane, I think they did also just reprint Shock. And so it's like, why are these both in the set? What are these doing here? And there was something else, like, there were similar instances in a lot of the colors where they would print, like, 2 removal spells that were almost identical. And I was just kind of confused, like, why wouldn't you separate these a little more by making one a little more expensive and more powerful or something? I don't know. Curious decisions. They went for a lot of redundancy with this. Yeah, it was the impression that I got. Now, I wasn't paying too close attention to the rarities, so maybe in some cases it was like, one was at common and one was at rare, and so you're not super likely to see them in the same pack all the time. I don't know. Anywho, let's go ahead and get started, I reckon. Limited, so there's no bots draft. I think we're gonna do Premier draft, because I don't really... What are the options again? So there's sealed, premier, traditional... Okay, traditional, which is the best of threes. Okay, yeah. So if I want the... This is the only one that's in the format of play until you lose 3 times, which is what I think I want. I'd rather have that than a smaller number of best of threes when I don't know the set that well. Yeah, we're just gonna have to hope we don't immediately fuck up, because this is higher stakes in terms of what it costs to enter. This is our 10,000 gold one. And we need 4 wins to get to almost breaking even on gems. 5 gets us over the top, and then the 6th and 7th wins are gravy if we can get them. But I think mainly our goal is just going to be 4. 4 would be nice. 4 wins before 3 losses, and I would mostly have succeeded in just laundering gold into gems, which is what I'm trying to do right now. I'm too anxious to do Premier Draft, so I'm stuck in Karlov Manor jail. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother learning fucking Karlov Manor at this point. Yeah, let's do it. And I'm gonna need to lock the fuck in. I'm probably not gonna say much during the draft because I'm gonna have so little time to make my picks compared to the bots drafts I've done on stream before. But we'll see. I've never drafted with humans on here before, so I don't know how skillful the average drafter is. Maybe we'll see really good cards late because people are dumb. Or maybe I will get fucked because I'm dumb. I don't know. Alright. Ready up, you last boy. If the timer counts down, we all take your money for free. That's the rules. Okay, I have 1 minute and 7 seconds. Okay, that's quite a good rare, because it's an early creature, it filters. What else do we have in here? Oh, Shivan Dragon, too. We're not picking a 2-color. Mana fixing... okay. Yeah, I think we're either taking Kiora or Shivan Dragon. I mean, I think probably Kiora, because this is great on turn 3, and it's great if you rip it in the late game. And what are we passing? We're passing Phoenix and Dragon, so we're probably inducing the person to our left to go into red. Okay. Let's see. Savannah Lions. Okay. Dragon Trainer. I see, so that's a 4/4 flying and a 1/1 for 5. Control another creature with power 4 or greater. Okay. Nice Grizzly Bear. Ooh, Phantom Monster with upside. Looking for... Do we have any removal? Not really generic removal. I might take this Vanguard Seraph. Because it's evasion. It's on a pretty good rate. And white-blue should make for... Like, those would be reasonably easy colors to use together. And just go for, you know, a control-y kind of strat. And I don't really want to go into red, having passed what I've passed. I'd prefer to avoid that, so yeah, we'll try this, I think. Consuming Aberration. Cards. Okay, not creature cards, but all cards in opponent's graveyard. How long do I have? 1 minute? And when you cast a spell, each opponent reveals and puts those cards in there. I mean, that's certainly a strong finisher. Albeit in 2 colors. That's pretty interesting if it lives long enough instead of getting immediately blown up. Another Vanguard Seraph. Doesn't look like there's any removal in here. Leonin Scimitar. That's not too bad. Do we want to try for this, or do we just take another Vanguard? It's hard to tell if black is open, because I haven't seen any black removal yet, but there are black cards of other sorts coming. Is this a bomb? It's pretty okay. It has no evasion. I'm just gonna take this. Maybe that's wrong, but we're gonna, for the moment, we're just gonna prioritize consistency and simplicity. That's pretty good for advantage. Arbiter of Woe. Okay, so he cantrip. He replaces the sacrifice. And he makes the discard. That's pretty big. It would be better if we had taken the blue-black one just now, but... Menace. Acts as a 5/4 if you've got stuff. I can't tell if this is particularly good or not. This seems fine, but not amazing. It can't permanently remove a creature because they can put it on top. I think I'll take this, in case I decide I actually want to go into blue-black or black-white. Yeah. Sailor would probably have been an acceptable pick also if I just wanted to stay in color. 1,000-Year Storm. That's very funny, but you kind of have to build around it, and I don't want to go into red. This could be decent. Again, red we're sort of trying to avoid. That's really funny and not usable in draft. Refute is pretty good counter magic. That's just removal. Light Shell Duo, also pretty good. Although I'm very heavy in 3 and 4. I don't have anything early yet. I think I'm gonna take the Light Shell Duo. Micromancer. Creature enters with mana value 1. I don't know if that will be active for me, so I don't think I'm gonna prioritize that. This is a 2/2 for 1. Not very good for, like, a slow control-y deck. My mana curve does not exist, but there are a ton of good 4-drops I can run, apparently. It's starting to look like white might not actually be open, unfortunately. Not really sure. Blue probably is, though, so that's something. I'm gonna take... another one, even though the mana is rough. Claws Out. That's not too bad, but it's cat-themed. Oh, that's not bad for an early creature. If you attach... That's not too bad. Gleaming Barrier. If I know I'm in, like, hard control, this isn't terrible, but I don't think it's amazing. I think we'll take the Elementalist Adept. Twinblade Blessing. That's very funny. Another one of these. Eaten Alive isn't too bad. Soul Shackled Zombie. And it's like, okay. I have too many things at 4. I'm probably not going to want to run that. This is a pretty scary combat trick. I think I'll take this. Self-Reflection. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control. Neat. Eaten Alive, Sower of Chaos. Oh, yeah, let's take Mana Fixing. Easy. And another one, you don't say. Could take the Uncharted Voyage. Could just take a second Evolving Wilds. 2 Evolving Wilds would make splashing pretty easy. I think this is okay. But for pack 1, I think I might just take another... Yeah, I'm just gonna take another Evolving Wilds. This guy tabled. Pilfer's not too bad if I do end up in black. It's just a distress. This guy's okay. He's a little on the slow side. And I've got a lot of 4s already. I think I'll take the Pilfer. Okay, I'll take one of these. Sure. Take a... Yeah, white-black. I might actually play that again if I end up in all 3 of these colors. Omniscience, very funny. I can't count on getting to 10, and I wouldn't have any cards left if I did. Angel support. Tragic Banshee. Okay. Another Shivan Dragon. Healer's Hawk, make your move. That's straight removal. I'll probably be taking that, TBH. What am I passing? Not really any black. That's not too bad either. Icewind Elemental, like, that's fine, but yeah, make your move. Especially with my curve looking very top-heavy, I think prioritizing removal's a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna take that. Brineborn Cutthroat. Not too bad. Another chance at Spectral Sailor if we want it. Fiendish Panda. We don't have any life gain yet to turn these on. Well, yeah, we should keep an eye out for that. Flying Vigilance, Merfolk Loot, but it costs 2 mana. Oh, that's removal. Yeah, we're probably gonna take that. Hungry Ghoul. That's kind of neat, but I wouldn't say, as equipment goes, that doesn't look terribly impressive. Loses all abilities is a 1/1 named legitimate business person. Love it. This seems pretty okay, but I don't know if I'm playing both those. I'll just take the Witness Protection. Okay, remove Soul. Midnight Snack. Quake Strider Ceratops. Jesus, 12/8, okay. Okay, big boy. Just a little guy who replaces himself. That's not bad. That's good for tempo. It's unfortunately another 4-drop. What is this? Okay, that's acceptable mana fixing. Hey, here's mana fixing, but that's probably gonna come back. Legitimate business, man. I think... I'm gonna take this as kind of removal. I think the Big Fin Bouncer would normally be my pick, but I have so many things that cost 4 already. Here's another... How many Shivan Dragons are at this table? And people aren't even picking them. How did no one pick... I passed one to the left. How did no one pick this on my left before now? Fucking bizarre. Zombify's not too bad. Lunar Insight is too likely to be dead. This can be good, but I don't really want to prioritize it. This is evasion. Sure, I'll take this. Oh, that's removal. We'll probably take that. Think twice is not bad. That's also removal, but this is likely to be easier for us to play. Yeah, we'll take that. That's kind of interesting. Angel of Finality. Another 3/4 flying for 4, though. Oh, another make your move. Ooh. Ooh. 3/4 flying for 4 is really tempting. That's a great stat line. But removal, I've got quite a few 4-drop creatures already. Ah. Yeah, I'll take make your move. Inspiration from Beyond. Okay. Oh, Juggernaut. Yeah, that's a good one. It's not really a control. Oh, that's pretty good, too. Erudite Wizard. I don't know that I have enough draw to make that usually active. Juggernaut or Swiftfoot Boots? Ooh. I'll go Swiftfoot Boots. Earlier plays. Aether Eyes could be okay. Squad Rallier. That's not bad, actually. 3/4 for 4, that can get me advantage. I don't know how many things I have that will find, because most of my creatures have 3 power so far. Aetherize is pretty nice as tempo. I'm just gonna take this. It's a creature. It can't go wrong. It can't go really bad. Yeah, probably Icewind Elemental here. Yeah, Fake Your Own Death feels a little too hard to get the maximum advantage out of. Yeah, we'll take another Icewind. We're very top-heavy, but we have no problem with, like, win conditions. Hey, yeah, I'll take this guy for fixing. Midnight Snack. I don't think I'm very likely to play any of these, but this guy's, again, not too bad. Fake Your Own Death or Zombify. I don't have Mega Bombs that I can cheat cost on with this, so I guess I'll take a Fake Your Own Death. And another one. And this. Okay. 9 Lives Familiar. Oh yeah, it's a 1/1 that just comes back 8 additional times. Pretty funny. Let's see. How can you tell? The clock's at the bottom here. Perforating Artist, Rogue's Passage, Luminous Rebuke. Probably taking that. Mana Fixing. Yeah, that's not bad, but it would be, there's white decks that this is way better in than it is in ours. And we don't desperately need Mana Fixing because we don't have a strong reason to splash right now, so I think we're just gonna take Luminous Rebuke. Stroke of Midnight. That's removal. Micromancer. Heir Apparent. Healer's Hawk. I don't need a third Light Shell duo, I'm pretty sure. Probably either Refute or Stroke of Midnight. But Refute, you have to have the mana open when they do the thing. So I'll probably go Stroke of Midnight. I have actually quite a bit of removal. Doing pretty well in that regard, at least. The shame my creature curve doesn't start until, like, 3. But... I don't think I'm very excited to play, like, any of these. I'm just gonna rare draft this, fuck it. Arcane Epiphany. Oh, that's card draw that I'm not gonna control a wizard most of the time. A third Make Your Move. Bake into a Pie. A Leonin Scimitar, which is not hugely powerful with what we've got going on, I don't think. Burnished Heart would be quite good, mana fixing, which we don't terribly much need. I think I'm gonna take a third Make Your Move. Mischievous Pup can save one of our things. Okay, do we have anything... Do we have much that we want to, like, reset with that? Not a ton. Might just take this. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Another Luminous Rebuke. Well, we certainly can play our control game. That's for fucking Phyrexian Arena. I might rare draft that, TBH. Even though this is very good. I have a lot of removal, but you can never have too much. Yeah, I'm gonna take Arena. I just want to have a copy of that. Don't need a Swiftfoot boot. Fourth Make Your Move. I think I'll take the Mocking Sprite here, because we're probably pretty creature light. Cephalid Ink Mage. When it enters Surveil 3, can't be blocked once you have Threshold. That's pretty good. Fleeting Flight, not too bad. Combat Trick. But I think we'll probably take Ink Mage. Yeah. Necromancer, Rogue's Passage. I might take the Rogue's Passage. Even though I've got so much evasion, realistically, I probably don't need it. Yeah, I think we will. Heir Apparent, another Light Shell duo, which I'm definitely not going to play. I'm not splashing any of these, right? Probably not. Nah, I'm just gonna, I don't know, fucking whatever. For the red splash that I'm totally doing. I mean, fucking whatever. Bleh. Sure, man, whatever. Okay, I think that went okay. We actually got to rare draft twice. We have a lot of removal. And we don't have any mega bombs that just, like, win the game on their own if not answered, but we have a very robust 4+ flying loadout. So if we can remove the key creatures that let our opponent, like, keep pressure on us, then we're certainly set up to win a grind game. Alright. Let's see what we can make of this. I ask this every time, and I think the answer is no, because no one has ever affirmatively said yes. Is there a way to empty the deck other than doing this? Because this feels very silly to have to do as my first thing every time. Alright, so let's, I mean, we're pretty much all, we're creatures and removal, and then we'll see what else we have room for. Let's put in our removal. That, these, that, this. Maybe we do the Uncharted Voyage, but I'm not sure we need it with this. Let's see. Okay. Unfortunately, we don't really have the life gain to make these things ability active, which is a shame. But they're still phantom monsters. Let's see. Is there any chance we're splashing black? We can't splash for arena. It's actually not 100% impossible to splash for, like, Arbiter of Woe and Runescarred Demon, because they're so late game. I think 2 Evolving Wilds and 1 Scoured Barrens is not quite enough for me to think that we're gonna find 2 black sources. So it's probably not... It's probably going to make our deck worse than it would be just having it be more consistent, unfortunately. So I think what we'll do is let's play our couple of early creatures for curve purposes. That's good. This is good. This is pretty good. Cure is good. The Mocking Sprite makes our removal cheaper. I guess let's play all our flyers, probably. Let's play those. Let's play the Light Shell duos. Let's play these. We're actually slightly low on playables because we had to pick some black cards. But actually, I think if we pretty much just play all our blue and white cards, I don't feel like I'm having to play anything that's, like, actively bad. Let's play that. This and 17 lands, maybe? How many creatures is that? 12? Okay, that's actually better than I thought. I thought we might only have like 9 or 10. Yeah, the Squad Rallier's ability can only find... It can find that, and I think that's it. Oh, and Cephalid Ink Mage. Mocking Sprite, so we've got 4... Nah, I don't think I want that. I think I'm just going to play the Uncharted Voyage. And then we're going to play the 2 Evolving Wilds. I might play the Rogue's Passage. We have actually almost no double whites and double blues, and we're not going to play Twin Blade Blessing on turn 3. So I kind of think we can get away with it. Just, oh, the Swiftfoot Boots. Oh. Do I want this? Yeah, I think I want the Swiftfoot Boots more than that. Yeah, we'll put these in instead. And yeah. Let's do... How are we on mana symbols? Almost 50-50. 10 white, 12 blue. Are we biased really heavily in wanting 1 early? Not really. I think we just go, or not those, lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those 2 Evolving Wilds. Yeah. Not to say we can't possibly get color screwed, but it should be pretty hard. Should be pretty hard. And then let's look at the deck by curve. Yeah, we've actually got some okay stuff to do in the early turns. We have 2 removal spells that only cost 1. We can drop, we have 3 permanents we can drop on turn 2. We can just wait on Essence Scatter on turn 2. And then we have 4 more removal spells at 3. And our creatures start coming online. And actually, I lied before when I said we have no bombs. We have this. At any late stage in the game, this is just, can you kill me before I attack? Because if not, I make an 8/8. Yeah, this, I ended up playing a, when I was doing the Phantom Constructed, I made a blue-black control deck. Hello, Ollie Gladman. I made a blue-black control deck that I called, like, lots of fun at parties. That was just standard blue-black control nonsense. And this is one of the cards I like the most that I've seen in this set. Because it does a great thing that you don't see in that many cards. You see it in more cards now than back in the day, but this is just as good to play on turn 3 to filter your hand and trade with an opponent's creature as it is to play on turn 10 when it is a must-answer threat. You love to see it. Yeah. This looks pretty okay to me. We're a little threat light. We might get hands that are like all removal and no pressure and just lose the game because we're answering 1 for 1 and not doing anything else. But hopefully we won't. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick before I start playing, and then we'll hop on in. Let me throw us over to the boop. I tell you what I want to know, chat. I want to know how it is that we passed Shivan Dragon, and there was another good red card, I think, in our first pack. We passed that left. And then in the second pack, we got passed from the right a Shivan Dragon, like 4th pick. How is it no one was in red and wanted Shivan Dragon in the first 3 picks? to our left after we shipped a Shivan Dragon left. And then we saw a third one later on somehow. I don't remember in what pack or going what direction, but apparently no one likes that card anymore, is all I can conclude. And fair enough, it is 30 years old. But it's still a 5/5 flyer for 6 that can end the game in like 1 attack. No problem. Yeah. Let's hit the road. Let's get this underway. Ugh. We're playing against Rofferoli. Opponent's going first. This looks fine. Hello. Black. Adventuring gear. Whenever a land you control enters, equip creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Equip 1. Okay, cool. Sure. Gleaming Barrier does not matter in the slightest to us, since most of our creatures fly. Yeah, we'll just play the planes. Don't care too much about exposing my second color. Oh dear, he doesn't have a land drop. Okay. Well, I guess... we've got a 4th land drop now. I guess we'll play the Mocking Sprite. We don't desperately need the Filter or the Surveil yet. Equips to the barrier, or I guess you might as well. Oh no. Oh sir, I'm so sorry. Let's attack. Go to damage. I shouldn't be like, oh sir, I'm so sorry, when the game's not nearly over. Okay, he got a land, unfortunately comes into play tapped. But yeah, no, that's me getting cocky like a Dimbus. We're not going to be attacking with either of these. I guess we'll save Kiora for later because we want to have it less likely to be removed. So let's make the Ink Mage. And we'll keep white open in case we want to Luminous Rebuke. I do need a 5th land. I guess let's get rid of this. We got plenty of threats. And that's the top, yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that. And end turn. I could have just aggressively surveilled more shit away to try and get this online, I guess. Maybe that would have been better. But I want my 5th land drop. Ah, big jugs. That's fine. Let's go to combat. Swing 5. I guess we play Kiora here so that we have mana for these. Or play this to put him on match point, because it's not like he can race me anyway. That's not match point. He still won't be dead if I attack with everything. Yeah, okay. We'll display this. I need to think about... draw 1... Christ, do I discard make your move? No. I've got enough board presence. I'm going to discard the second one of these. Gonna mill that. He wants to spend mana equipping. That's fine. He does not. I could block with Ink Mage, but I don't think I see a reason to yet. I'll just take the 5. I don't want to trade anything. I think the only way I have a chance of him coming back in this is if he has mass removal that can reset the board, so I don't think I want to commit anything more to the board. Arguably, maybe I shouldn't have even played this. Maybe I should have just held all my removal, killed the Juggernaut, and kept the pressure on with those. But having this means it's going to be harder for him to, yeah, to 1-for-1 and get back the tempo. So I think this is fine. Maybe we just... no. I think we'll make your move the Juggernaut, or rebuke it. Let's go to combat. Swing for 5. He's still dead in 1 turn. Yeah, I guess I can play Kiora here. I don't have anything I want to discard, though. I have 4 removal spells in hand. I'm just... No, fuck it. Go ahead. I think we'll probably rebuke the Juggernaut. Keep them make your moves, because they can destroy artifacts and enchantments also. Do you have something, or is ya dead? Stroke of Midnight. Okay, nothing I can do about that. However, sir, you are still dead next turn. Let's play Kiora. And we'll discard 2 lands. And pass turn. He's looking at my creatures. Thinking of playing a removal spell, maybe. Figuring out how to live. Okay, that's a start on living. But you're gonna need more than that. Also, I just realized I have Threshold, so this will make an 8/8 when it attacks, if it's still alive. Yep, that's fine. If this lives to attack, it will make an 8/8. That'll technically keep you alive for a bit, yes. I suppose I could have my moved it to destroy it on my turn to stop that, but, like, I'm not gonna fucking do that. 0/4 and a 1/1, so I don't really have anything to fear by attacking. Yeah, let's just go to combat and attack and make an 8/8. Yeah, I think I'll take that action, thank you. Sure thing. I'm gonna save this in case he has mass removal, I think. I have an extra flash creature, so it's still very hard for him to live. I've got an 8/8, so, like, yeah. Save this in case he plays Wrath of God or something. Make your move. Okay. That helps a little. That's a 2/2. Uh-huh. Okay. Alright, well, I didn't get a chance to say good game. It wasn't a particularly good game anyway, since he got stuck at 2 mana for several turns. Alright. Well, I don't think they're usually gonna be quite that easy. But deck functioned more or less as you would hope. In a world where my opponent wasn't mana screwed and was playing more threats, I would have still had plenty of removal spells to answer them. So yeah, it pretty much went to game plan. Let's see if we can do it again. Several more times! Oh, we've got someone who actually has an avatar that's not one of the default ones. I'm immediately scared. 4 lands and 3 removal spells. I mean, we can't play any creatures until turn 4 usually anyway, so I guess this is fine. Let's get ready to get a land out of our deck, because it seems like that's something we're gonna want to do. It does not matter in the slightest what land we get here. Let's just get an island. White, black. When you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. I can kill that with Joust Through. Do I bother Essence Scattering? I think I will, because having to keep mana open for this is annoying. That might be a mistake, depending on what, you know, if they have lots of other bigger things that I can't kill with Joust Through. But we'll see. Okay, end of turn, let's make this guy. Play a land, swing for 2. And end turn. What the fuck is in his hand? Is he stuck out of a 3rd color? Is he just playing... Is his hand all 6+ mana bombs that are going to fuck me in the ass? These are things I'm worried about. Well, let's play a guy. He's got something at instant speed. Fair enough. I see you're a fellow move maker. Inspiring Paladin. During your turn, this creature has first strike. Okay, and that thing. And during your turn, creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them have first strike. Gotcha. Okay. Let's surveil. Don't want to draw planes. Mocking Sprite. I mean, I'd rather draw that than a land, I guess. Yeah, okay, I'll leave that on top, I guess. And, yeah, I think we just pass. Inspiring Paladin seems like a bastard. For 3 mana, it's pretty good. I mean, he's a 3/3, usually a first strike, and he can give first strike to other things. Yeah, that's not bad. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 other creatures you control. Not bad. Well, I can't kill it with Joust Through now. And I need more mana to make your move it, so I think I'm probably just taking 4 here. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. 2/3 and a 1/5. Not a lot I can accomplish with my Light Shell duo now, unfortunately. Unless I aggressively use Joust Through on the Crystal Barricade. I don't think that's how I win this game, though. I think I win this game off the back of flyers. So I think I'm just gonna play the Mocking Sprite and pass. See if he does something to further embiggen this guy, and I can get more advantage when I make your move it. The second one, okay. That one's only a 3/3, so that worries me less. Sure, declare attackers. 1 card left, okay. Let's try this. May I? Okay. Land, not really what I want to see. Yeah, I wish I had a more, I wish I had like 1 more flyer to put pressure on, but I actually forgot that this had you have hexproof. Do I do anything? No, I don't think getting more aggressive. It's too likely to backfire if he's got untapped mana and a card in hand. I could get mega owned if I try and break through with my removal. Or I could get mega owned by him just drawing another bigger creature. So we're gonna accept for the moment that our clock is slow. And hope to draw better based on us being a more late game focused deck. Okay. And you attack with that. Sure. Let's try this. Can I kills him? Yes, I can. He does not have an instant, it would appear. Why did that not kill it? What did I do wrong? I'm confused. Am I fucking stupid? The barricade. Oh my god, oh wow, alright. I just straight up did not read that ability. Alright, well, I guess I'm owned then. Just extremely owned, although that does help unown me. Oof, that's really embarrassing. Especially after last week when I just didn't counter a spell for no reason. You've seen the worst of me recently. Okay. Let's go to combat. Can't believe that shit. That's worthy of an oops emote in chat. Oh, rune-scarred demon, you say? Alright, well, in fairness, I do wish I still had that essence scatter now. I mean, I've got witness protection for that, so its stats don't really worry me, but he got his next best card also, although that's a good one to draw also. Yeah, I think we witness protection that and swing for 5. Legitimate business person. 5 black. And Kiora. And hope that's enough. And we just discard those. I just want the body. I want the attack. Maybe he won't read it. Okay. I assume that's not the card you tutored. Unless that's like your one flyer and you just wanted that so that it wouldn't... I guess that... Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not blocking that. Oh, I forgot this says lifelink. Alright, that's kind of a pain. But if you don't have an answer for this, I'm making an 8/8. So, I hope you have an answer for that. Kind of looks like maybe you don't. Oh, if only I could equip this to my token. Would be very, very funny. Do we play this? I guess we play that? Let's see, I'm at 12. Okay, we're gonna play this to get prowess. We're gonna equip this to Kiora, so that if he's got removal, he's gotta do it now. Okay, he doesn't. And then, if we attack, this can block one thing, but he's gonna want to block Kiora, so it can't get another attack. With this, do we attack with everything? There's no reason to attack with this, I guess. Because it just bounces off of this. Let's go to combat. Yeah, I think we'll do this. Make a boy. Sure. I'm still gonna make an 8/8, though. That's pretty good, yeah. Shuts that down pretty nice. Okay. And then put this here, so he can't just, like, make your move it. And we'll end. And Kiora was not killed somehow. I didn't see exactly how he blocked, but he changed his mind and let it live, which is fucking insane unless, well, I don't know. Maybe he has a way to clear it anyway and he doesn't care. Oh, that's not bad. Considering you've got this to get back, yeah. What you gonna discard, sir? Okay, wants to keep the other card. I wonder if that's the one he tutored. Probably, right? Surely he didn't tutor that. That's actually very useful now. Okay. Yeah, so that gets my 8/8 through for damage, and I just attack with Kiora to make another one, right? Yeah. Boop. Funny joke. Oh, I forgot that's legendary. Alright. Oh my god, I got rid of the... I misclicked real bad. I thought it said which one do you want to get rid of. Oh boy. Alright. Magic the Gathering was a mistake. If I lose this game, which I very well might, because he's got this, gonna be pretty upsetty. Ah, this with foot boots. Okay. He's still got to be pretty careful here. All right. How much do I have? 4, 7. Can I Rogue's Passage and play this? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I have to Rogue's Passage this, so... Christ, I can't believe that shit. What just happened last turn. Alright, let's surveil. I don't want this. I think I want this first, and then this, in case I somehow... Because this is a trick. I'm not sure. No, I think I want the other flyer, in case this just, the token just gets removed. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Oh, man. Okay, make a giant fucking demon. You do only have 1 mana open after that, though, so you better go and find something that removes an 8/8 for 1 mana. Like, if you have a second one of, second Eaten Alive, I guess? Maybe? Because I don't think you can play anything else. Okay, now that can gain him 2 life. Is there any reason to block anything? I don't think so. This has first strike, so I can't gang block and trade with it. Yeah, no, I think I just take the damage. Okay, so this is a sorcery, so he can't be sitting on that. I mean, I have to just go for... It doesn't actually have to be Scion that I attack with, but... Let's see, he could have the -2/-2 thing. That's an instant, so I don't want to use it on something other... Yeah, no, I have to just do this on the Scion. Alright. Okay, fucking thank Christ. If I had thrown that game by first not remembering Legendary and second misunderstanding what it was asking me and getting rid of my attacker... Christ almighty. That was... I heaved my arm as hard as I could, but luckily the game was duct taped to my hand, so I couldn't throw it. This is the kind of nail-biting gameplay that brings people back to my stream time and time again. Yeah. That, you know what? Now feeling very vindicated in bothering to put fucking Rogue's Passage in. Because it is quite good when you have an 8/8 with no evasive abilities. Only one octopus. Only one octopus, and if you're making a second one for some reason, don't get rid of the one that's attacking. This is not amazing, but I've got 2 removal spells. Rogue speed. Yeah, no, and I drew it on the exact right turn, too. Ooh, red-white. Okay. Double strike, vigilance, trample. Spooky. Okay. We'll get an island, because we got plenty of plains already. Ah, that's pretty good to have against this guy. Plains. Pass. Two prowess, sacrifice it, deal damage to a thing. Gotcha. Alright, sir. Ugh. Yep. Take the damage. Oh, he's stuck on 2 lands also. I feel like, you know, fucking, Weevil Underwood slipping that card into Joey's deck so that he could fuck with him. I feel like I must have done that to my... I've been secretly cutting my opponent's deck and making sure they have no lands at the top. That's not a wizard, right? No. Damn, that'd be fucking baller if it was. Yeah, I don't have anything to do except sit on this removal. And he's got something at instant speed. But he's not gonna do it. Okay, 3rd land. What you got now? Got an attack declaration, which I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna take. Yeah. It's not worth killing a 2/2. Especially when he can sack it in response. To kill the the lookout. When this enters, create a cat. Sure. That's fine. I might rebuke this on end step so that he can't get the ability off of it. But let's activate this first. Do I want my 5th land for this? Probably just gonna play this next turn anyway. No, I think we'll chuck the extra land, and then, yeah, let's rebuke this while he's out, tapped out. Okay, let's go to combat. Attack 1. And light shell doer. Surveil. I don't think I want these. Get that shit out of here. I will play the 5th land, however. Has to be a Wizard Owl card by now, right? Maybe. That would be nice. He's got almost a full grip. Still stuck on 3 lands at the moment. Seems like he's just in red-white aggro. Not, like, cats specifically or anything. Whoa, okay. Doesn't untap. If a creature... Okay, and that only happens on end step. Gotcha. Okay. I think we're probably gonna... I could attack and Twin Blade Blessing the Light Shell duo if he goes for the block. It's got 4 toughness, so it's not trivial to kill with, like, burn. But I think using this just for... Yeah, no, I don't think I like that. I think I'll just... Okay, let's... Yeah, no, let's go to combat. Just get our 1. We'll leave this back for now. And I think we'll play the Rogue's Passage, because it has certainly proven its value. I will pass on the opportunity to do this in favor of Arcane Epiphany, most likely. 4th land. Things could happen. Prowess gets this up to a 4-5. So I'll probably, depending on what he does here, gonna attack with just that. Okay, do I want to block? I think I do. Yeah, I think I want to block and then do this before damage. Yeah. Declare blocker. Okay. Do you have anything before damage? No. Okay, I'm gonna Arcane Epiphany. So that this way, this is blocked even if he has a removal spell in response. Okay, he's gonna... Alright, they're still gonna trade, so that is not that bad. That's still a... It's a 2 for 2, but I didn't actually have to use up a card. Let's see. Okay, I think we play the Boots and the Seraph this turn. Yeah, and we can't equip them, so I can't give this haste, so I may as well just go to combat. Ooh! Gifts! Another gift from Duckman. Thank you. Vanguard Seraph. And play my little booties. Okay, he should be able to play most things in his deck now. Oh, and Rainbow Phase gifted a sub. Thank you, Rainbow Phase. You guys collectively have, like... He's thinking. I mean, given the things he could have, do I even want to block here? 'Cause I can probably fuck with a, There's other things I can do to fuck with him if he tries a pump later. But I'm not gonna have blockers back later. I think I'm just going to take the 2. And keep my Seraph. If we were doing a quick draft, we'd still be picking cards. Shh. You're correct, but shh. Ah, this Jagoff again. Okay. Ooh. Another one. 2 of them things? 2 of them things. Do I just play it and attack? That taps me down to 1 again, so I'm back to not really having any ability to interact. But I can potentially kill him on the next turn with Twin Blade Blessing. I think I probably do go for pressure here. Even though I'm the control deck. Yeah. Swiftfoot Boots on you. End turn. I'm here for pack opening and now there's no more. There will be more. Depending on how I do in this, I may have some packs of Foundation to open at the end. Vanishing Light targeting what? That one? Okay. I can make your move that, actually. I'm realizing. In fact, I can... If I... Yeah, there's some fun fucking shit I can do, actually. If I draw a land... No, I didn't. Okay. I can make your move that, get my guy back. If I had the 7th mana, I could do that, equip the boots, and Twin Blade Blessing and kill this turn. Unfortunately, I don't. So mostly, I just need to make sure I don't die on his next turn. So, let's just go to combat. Swing. Celestial armor. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature you control. Ah, okay, I've got a new target for Make Your Move. Sure, you can resolve that. And I'm going to immediately destroy it. And then I'm going to pass. It should... Well, yeah. With my Make Your Move and Stroke of Midnight in hand, it should be pretty hard for him to kill me here. But we will see. You can declare attackers. He's keeping that back. That's a weird choice. Okay, and now I Make Your Move this to get my other guy back. And block. Yeah. Block like that. Okay. Oh, that's a big angel or something. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter. Okay. So, he's tapped low. I could Rogue's Passage, but I don't think I need to. I think I just swing and Twin Blade Blessing, whichever one he doesn't block. Does this have First Strike? No. Then you push him draw a card. Okay. Yeah, so we go to combat. I could also just Stroke of Midnight it. That gets the flyer out of the way. Maybe I will. Just to make it less likely there's any way he can stop this from killing him. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Oh, then I can't do this, actually, because I don't have enough white mana. What's safer? Probably... Stroke of Midnighting this, because then it's just a 1/1. Yeah, okay. We're gonna do that. Okay. Trying to figure out if I was gonna fuck myself over if he had a, you know, like a jump or a burn spell or something to stop that lethal from going through. But he didn't. Can't remember, are the boots? Yeah, the boots are hexproof. Lightning Greaves are Shroud, but cost 0 to equip. For the most part, probably better. But it is nice to be able to give something hexproof and then still put it through a Rogue's Passage. Alright. We really... Well, we're over the hump of getting mega fucked. Because you get basically no rewards if you get 2 or fewer wins. And then your third win, suddenly, you get 750 more gems. One more win gets us basically back to even. Just shy. 2 more wins gets us just a little bit of... beyond money back. And wins 6 and 7 would be gravy. But the other day, I think I mentioned this, the other day I did a draft where I started 5-0 and then just lost 3 times. After thinking like, oh, surely, you know, 2 more wins before 3 losses, easy. So I am quite paranoid that at any given moment our luck might just take a sudden turn and we start getting reamed in every game. But we shall see. 2 of our opponents have been mana screwed for at least a little while. And given the aggressive nature of his deck, getting stuck there bought me a lot of time. So that game could have been a lot harder. Nivderzim. And I go first? Okay, I've got the Ink Mage and Duo. If I get stuck at 2, I could be pretty screwed. But I only need 1 land to get to Surveil, which then pretty much guarantees the rest, so I think I'm willing to take the risk. Also, hello. Enter. Don't fall for that. Yeah, no, this is how it starts. Okay. That would be a good card in my deck. I'm not super worried about playing against it, since I'm not trying to kill quickly. I guess my creatures coming in tapped is a little annoying for being able to put down blockers, so... Oh, yeah. Heir Apparent! Oh, man! He's running the Heir Apparent build. Hell yeah, dude. I'd got my 3rd land. Hopefully this finds lands as well. Those are great cards. I can't afford to draw them right now, I don't think. He's gonna be like, what the fuck is he doing? Surveilling away 3 flying creatures. But yeah, no, I need a 4th land. Otherwise all I can do is make your move. So I think we're just gonna have to get rid of those. Mono white? Yeah, looks like mono white weenie. White weenie aggro. Okay. That's a good one. Given that he's pretty clearly the aggro here, I think I'm just gonna maybe just keep the Ink Mage back. Yeah, because this is gonna come in and not be able to block immediately. So yeah, we're just gonna play Light Shell Duo here. And yeah, Kiora is pretty bazonker. The 5th land gets me to that, but I have enough to play all my removal spells now, so I think for now we're gonna keep the Kiora, because we're already very... Yeah, that'll be active. He has to answer that immediately if he doesn't want to deal with 8/8s. All 3. Okay. Yeah, I mean... You fucked me up, fam. You probably got a pump spell of some kind, but, sure. Show me what you got. Nope. Alright. Happy to take a trade. Healer's Hawk. Okay. And a Rebuke. Okay. Let's see. Do I want to play my own Rebuke now? I think I Kiora. I can... Yeah, I think I Kiora, see if I draw a land, and if I do, I probably just Rebuke the Heir Apparent, because he's down to 2 cards already. Okay, we don't need both. Let's discard Island, and yeah, it's weird, but I think I discard 1 copy of Make Your Move, because so far this can't target any of his creatures, and destroying this would be neat, but it's not, like, what you'd call amazing. I'll play this, and that has to tap to attack, right? So I guess we're fine waiting for now. In case he puts an enchantment or an equipment out or something. Yeah, we'll go for that. Aha! Oh. Damn, that actually punishes me for not killing it on the previous turn. He gets a token. Yeah, go ahead. I wonder how many of those he managed to draft. Is that like a real strat? It's at common. Yeah, you can go ahead and declare attackers, man. Just that. Oh, he wants to make sure he has enough back to block Kiora, I guess. Yeah, I don't think I'm rebuking a 1/1. So, yeah, go ahead. Let's see. Plus all the flicker effects, yeah. True, the flicker effects are nice. Okay. That, I don't see any reason to use. I think we just attack with Kiora, make the 8/8, make Armasaur Guide, and accept the fact that Kiora's gonna die. Statistically, it usually will die. I get to attack with it once, that's fine. Yeah. How does this set feel so far? Only played a couple games, but I'm liking it well enough. Yeah, there's nothing I can do that in any way helps with that. So yeah, we're just gonna have to trade. Second main phase, yeah, we'll play the Armasaur Guide. Two cards left. I've got 3 removal spells, so I pretty much just need to make sure I don't get run over by all his little guys. And I've got a Luminous Rebuke, a Make Your Move. I've got some pretty good stuff to make that not happen. Yeah, let's see. Oh, and that's got Vigilance. Fucking rad. I forgot that was even the case. Alright. 12. Yeah, we'll play the Wilds. And I think this time I will just go ahead and do this main phase in case he draws another one. And we'll pass. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's no real reason to use Witness Protection here. Let's just go to combat. He'll chump with the 8/8, I'm imagining. Yeah. And take the 4. That's perfectly fine. And you can go. Yeah, that's still fine. Let's crack the Wilds. Get a Plains. Let's play the Elementalist Adept. Yeah, that's fine. Possibly I should consider using Make Your Move on that, but, I don't think... I'd rather keep this for a big creature. I think that's more likely to cause me to lose than the 1 point of life gain per turn that he's getting off this and, like, that stuff. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what I put these on. I guess I'll put them on him, just because he's the one I would least like to die. And we'll put a +1/+1 counter on him. Okay. Just play Skelsner and Venant. That would be too easy, though. I have to give my opponent some chance of winning for sportsman-like reasons, you know? That's what happens when your opponent can't stop you from attacking with Kiora. Got off to a pretty okay start for White Weenie. But he didn't have, or at least didn't draw, an upper part of his curve. And he did not have enough early pressure to deal 20 damage. Even though I do admit that, his turn 1 enchantment was more annoying than I expected, just from me not being able to block on the first turn I played each new creature. Let me check in with chat. I haven't been able to give you proper attention for a moment. Business that you saw 3 or 4, I think, of the hair. Yeah. I mean, we're not in the same draft pool, but yeah. It's probably... Considering it's a 2/2 for 2, the fact that it's got the Relentless Rat shtick doesn't matter in draft, but it's still, you know, if you can get 3 of them, you've got an okay chance of getting a free token off of it. Business Hawk, cousin to Sniperfish, yeah. How does this... Right, yeah. How does the set feel so far? I like this more than Duskmourn, for sure. I don't, dislike Duskmourn, but horror theme is one of the least appealing things for me. I'm fine with just some regular-ass, you know, Magic the Gathering-ass magic, which is what this is. Bloomburrow was fine. Yeah, Bloomburrow was fine. Bloomburrow was a little more archetypey because you had all the different, you know, creature types for the different pairs. And I feel like when there isn't, you know, something that's impelling you to try to play specific cards and specific combinations of colors, drafts are a little bit more like just figuring out what color you should be in and picking the right, the most powerful card in that color each pack. And so you could call that more simplistic. But I think I like that a little better because it puts me less at the mercy of oh, well, I didn't happen to open the key cards that would make this 2-color combination really powerful, so my deck just kind of is mediocre, which is what happened in the Duskmourn draft. I went into White Blue Eerie because I got a really good card for it, like second pick, and then just didn't see any Rooms or Eerie cards like all of the rest of the draft. So my deck actually came out okay, but it didn't have any synergy. And when less of the power is invested in that type of synergy, you're a little bit less at the mercy of someone moving between colors or archetypes mid-draft and like locking you out of something that you thought was open. So for that reason, I probably like this slightly more to draft. And as a core set, this seems fine and fun. It's certainly more interesting than, you know, the core sets of old that were all reprints and usually not at a very high power level for most cards. Like, drafting this is way more fun than drafting, like, 8th edition, say. You know, you're not like, oh, what do I want? Grizzly Bears or Trained Armadon? Be still, my beating heart. Let's see. Yeah, Skelsner Invent, 300 attack, pretty good in Magic. Pretty strong, hard to counter. Out of the biggest card games, is Yu-Gi-Oh! The most broken? I don't have... that's not necessarily addressed to me, but I personally don't have an informed opinion. But I do know that modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is very broken. I don't like the game design of modern Yu-Gi-Oh! But I don't really like the card design of Yu-Gi-Oh! Post about 2010 anyway. So I'm the wrong person to ask. Bloomborough, also known as Furry Ravnica. Yeah, I like Bloomborough, actually. I only drafted it a couple times, but I liked it well enough. It not mechanically necessary, but flavor-wise, it reminded me a little of Lorwyn, which I liked. If Dia JJ and your PC from 13th God that I can't remember the name of, that would be Yoshihara no Junya, were to be Magic cards, what kind do you think they'd be and what colors? Well, they'd all be creatures. One assumes they would all be legendary creatures because they're all specific people. I actually the other day was thinking about not the other two, but if Dio if I were porting her into Magic in like the context of, I don't know, an Ebon Ward set or something, what colors would she be? What mechanics? And what I settled on, I don't have like a final design, but the general ballpark I think would be she'd be a relatively low cost legendary creature, either green blue or 1 green blue, probably blue green rather is the order they'd be in. And I think she'd be like a 2/2. When she comes into play, draw 2 cards, then discard a card, or discard 2 cards unless you discard a creature. So she gives you that little utility, and then her mechanic to reflect the shape-shifting play style would be either when you go to combat, or for just an activation cost, exile a creature from your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on her, and she gains that card's abilities, either until end of turn or permanently. I would have to figure out a final design, but I think that's how I'd represent it. She'd be a, you know, kind of Volrath shapeshifter adjacent thing, and give you a little draw discard on summon in order to facilitate that. And that is to say that I'd probably do something like that if I were designing her for the modern game, where they really, really are gung-ho about the idea that virtually all creatures, like all cards, have to do something when they're played. You see very few creatures that, if you play them and your opponent removes them before your next turn, have no effect on the game state. Especially among legendary creatures, because they want legends to be pushed and powerful nowadays, instead of weird and bad like they were for a lot of Magic's history. Let's see. Why synergy when manifest dread plus removal? Yeah, that's fair. Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a slog. It's solitaire. It certainly can be. It's in the weird space where most of the game's original design doesn't exist anymore. Like, you don't in 99% of decks, you never want to, like, set a trap that's something you're going to activate in response to your opponent doing something. Traps are just worse spells. And they're mostly only used if you can, like, activate them for free immediately, meaning they're not traps. And so if you want to interact with your opponent, you pretty much have to exclusively use cards that just do stuff when you discard them, which is, again, that's not a design space the game was intended to support in its original form. The whole point was your back row, where your tricksy things you could do. So I don't like where they took the game, but they're trying to continue power creeping so people buy new sets, which I get from an economic perspective. And they don't have very many game design tools to work with because there are no mana costs or colors. And I hate the archetype-based game design also. So I don't like much about Yu-Gi-Oh! I enjoy watching Hardleg Joe play it, and that's about it. Let's see. I know you're taking your turn, but I'm just going to go ahead and play my deck out instead. Gotcha. You go ahead and do that. Dia's pretty is-it coded. Yeah. Dia has to be blue, because at the end of the day, she is a wizard, she's an int-based character, and she's very, very book-learning knowledgeable. I can't see a reasonable way to design her without her having blue, even though there are other colors that fit. And then I think the secondary colors that make the most sense are green and red, because she is very impulsive in a red sort of way. But I think at the end of the day, her shtick being so polymorph and get in and fight focused means green is more appropriate. So yeah, and I try to resist the temptation to ever come up with OC magic card implementations that are 3 or more colors, because I feel like people always do that. They're so precious about, I've got to capture every facet of this character, and so there are like 3 or 4 colors in there, because that, I can think of reasons for all of these colors to apply, and I think that lacks discipline. I think there are fairly few characters who truly deserve 3 or more colors in their representation. So I decided I was not going to do blue, green, red. Well, I'm called out. I don't want to, I'm not seriously criticizing anyone. I just think that's an easy temptation to want to try and capture everything you know about a character in their cards. Not just the colors, but mechanics as well. You tend to see from people who don't who aren't quote unquote professional game designers, who are making magic cards based on other characters. It's very hard to rein yourself in and laser focus on one relatively simple thing. But I think to me, that's the challenge and the most interesting part of card design. And I say that as someone who has, at many points for various different reasons and on different occasions, had cause to, design custom magic cards. I believe I am now caught up on chat. Man, with the slightest nuance, white, blue, black, red, green. You got it. You understand. All right, let's go again. We've been sitting on this screen, and Arena has decided once again to just cease playing music, as it does sometimes. I'm sitting here in silence for 10 minutes, so we'll get back into it. And I may need to go and use the bathroom again after this game, so I hope it doesn't take too long. Bad news, there are currently no crocodile wolf creatures in Magic. That is a bit of a shame. I thought about whether she should, have some kind of built-in secondary form to reflect the fact that, she's a lycanthrope, but I hate the transform cards so much that they've spoiled that design space for me forever, so I decided I wasn't going to do that. And I think the notion of representing her mechanically as, taking abilities from other creatures is very in line with mechanically how polymorph spells work in Pathfinder. So I like that as a design. Opponent goes first. I do need an island. An island or a terramorphic expanse. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. Okay. And let's put back, 1 light shell duo. Hello. Our opponent is gold ranked, so we're maybe in for a little bit more of a tricky pickings here. Yep. End turn. Swamp, swamp, lemonade, round the corner, fudge is made. No, it can't. Okay, I was like, no, I can't have another opponent stuck on 2 lands. Surely not. 3-2, exile target creature card from a graveyard that was put there this turn. Okay, and make a copy of it. Yeah, that's fine. And end of turn, we'll make the Elementalist Adept. Let's attack. Would you like to trade? Smile. Probably not, right? Not sure why he's thinking about it. Okay. Yeah. And we're probably gonna go for Joust Through on this guy. I could have saved the Elementalist to try and surprise block him, but I didn't want to delay getting any board presence. What you going for, sir? My opponent made their first 4 land drops. That's how you know we've leveled up. Not gonna have such an easy time of things now, are we? He's doing a think. We'll try this. It's got something he can do. Okay. Soul Shackled Zombie. Sure. Okay. You can steal some life. Though at the cost of, not having any way to recur that from the graveyard later if he wants to. What am I playing this turn? Probably the Light Shell duo? Yeah, the Swifties have some appeal, but I don't want to pass turn instead of playing a creature just to get the haste. So, I think I'll leave this guy back, because I'd like to trade it for that if I can, rather than trading the duo. I'm just gonna play this. Oh, oops, I need to play the land first. Yeah, we'll go Light Shell duo. Surveil. I do want a 5th land. I kind of also want the Ink Mage, actually. Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna leave both on top, and we're gonna pass. The Taylor Swifties. Yes, indeed. Ooh, what the fuck is this shit? 2/2 Flying Vigilance. Each other angel you control enters with a +1/+1 for each angel you already control. Oh, okay, Angel Tribal. Neat. Okay, let's see. I think here... Got 3 mana open. I bet if I attack, he won't block. He'll be afraid of prowess. But I don't know how much I want to bet on that. I could play the Swifties to make this too big for him, but he could still gang block it and kill it. I think I will... Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. We'll get the prowess trigger on both. We'll equip this here. And I think we'll attack with both. That's fine. Takes the 4. Okay. What you got on 5? Ooh, does have another angel. This game just got quite a bit more difficult. Okay, let's see. Then I think we go Icewind Elemental here? Icewind Dale? Icewind Dale Gribble? Yeah. I need to find a Make Your Move. Luckily, I have many copies of it. But... yeah, 5/5 Vigilance Flying is gonna be pretty tricky dickens. I forgot Sarah Angel is only an uncommon. Ooh, and another. Damn, he's on actual Angel Tribal. I probably lose from here. That's like, that's. That's a lot to deal with. Yeah, I mean, I have to go for this trade because I'm taking too much damage otherwise. Looks like this one's not gonna happen, boyos. That is not enough. Not on its own. Is there anything I can do here? I guess I can gang block something with these. It's better than nothing. Yeah, we'll go here and pass. I'd actually maybe be slightly okay if not for multiple angels, but yeah, no, he probably got Giada early and drafted around it, and that's a pretty spicy meatball. I can't not block. I will be mega owned by any combat trick. So show me the combat trick, sir. Nope, okay. I'm still pretty owned. Probably should have attacked with that as well, because I couldn't really not. I couldn't afford to block that. That is a removal spell that does help a lot. I wish I had that for Giada back then. Can I not die here? Is there a way? I think just barely I do have a chance to not die. Let's Ink Mage. Damn, those are some good cards coming up. I think we're gonna need Make Your Move first. We Witness Protection this. Oh, fuck, that's got counters. Oh, shit, that was... well, that might still be the right play, actually. And we do this. Why not? And we pass. For 4 copies of Wrath. I mean, yes. 4 copies of Wrath in my draft deck? Yeah, that would be pretty good. So I'm just like doom screwed here, right? I'm pretty sure. I don't know why he's not attacking with everything. Like, okay, come on. Yeah, I can't block that. Mathematically. Mathemagically. I cannot block that, sir. And that actually, because of the specific way this played out, actually I need this more than this, but I'm dead either way. Oh well. Sometimes your opponent has Angel Tribal. I needed to Make Your Move much earlier than that. And that could have stayed a little more under control. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, and then we will continue. We'll see if we can bounce back. I will say, one thing that I wish Arena had from Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, that as far as I know it does not, is Master Duel lets you look at your opponent's deck after you play. I think that would be fun in these limited things, where if you see your opponent manage to put together, you know, Angel, Tribal, or seems to have like 6 copies of the hair, being able to look at their deck afterwards could be fun. Also, hi Civ. Savaz. What are you doing over here? I would have thought the epithet thing was still going, or is it done for the day? Or is it still going and you're just, you know, taking a little break, slumming it here for a bit? I'd also take app/program stability and performance. Those are nice things. What's with the no islands hands, huh? I'm on the draw. Yeah, okay. We wrapped sooner than expected, you're free? Okay. I hope it went well. If one of these planes was an island, this would be great. Oh, the mirror match. Oh, that's, I wish that had been in my opening hand, but you know what? I'm not gonna complain about having the opportunity to get blue mana, even though I would have liked to have it earlier. Yeah, go ahead. My opponent is enjoying a bounty of card advantage. Okay. End of turn. Let's get an island of our very own. Yep. And look out. I guess the fact that it's pausing doesn't mean anything, because I know he has this in his graveyard, so I know he has an instant he can do. It doesn't necessarily mean he has another one. But I guess we'll see. Okay, so this is probably going to come down to who's got better bombs and removal, because neither of us is going to put a lot of pressure on in the early to mid game. IO3 Island of our own, yeah. Abby Matron cosplay, yeah. Actually, yeah, after this game, I'll show you my Abby Matron cosplay. Oh, yeah, sure. Tempo-wise, bouncing a 2-drop with that, you know, that's just fine. Do I want to replay this or play the Elementalist and look to bounce this? I think I'll replay the Strix, and if I feel like it, I can Luminous Rebuke this guy. I honestly don't know if I will. Imprisoned in the moon? No! He's taking away my blue mana! You sick fuck! Ah! I can't believe he used that on a land! Alright, well, if you're gonna play like that, I'm definitely gonna go for the rebuke here. Get boiled, idiot! Yeah, you are correct. Oh, what a bastard! Can you believe this guy? Oh man, haha, this sucks. Yeah. Sure, man. Punk. I couldn't make it a double strike 0-2. That would show him. Yeah. Go ahead. Any land gets me to Armasaur Guide, thankfully. Oh, he's got his own. Okay. And he can actually activate his. Must be nice. I don't think I'm gonna Stroke of Midnight that. Do I care about turning off the filtration? I don't think I can afford to. I need this for Sarah Angels and shit. Okay, that's not blue mana, but that is mana, period. So I can at least go for this. He might have a counterspell. No, it doesn't look like he has anything at instant speed based on how that resolved, which is very nice. So you go ahead, sir. Probably got more removal, mind you, but gotta start getting through it. Okay. Angel gets bigger when more angels enter. Oh, blue card. Neat. I might just give this double strike if I attack and he doesn't block, because I need to do things. I could also Rogue's Passage it, but that's kind of silly. Yeah, we'll attack. Any blocks? Yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. So, yeah. Is that... I thought he had already played one of those. Is he exile? No? Am I stupid? Is that my last opponent? Oh, I guess that was my last... I thought he had played a removal spell. Oh, he bounced this. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is fine. Go ahead. At the moment, he's on 2 cards and no board presence. Let's see. Do I want to kill... I don't need to kill that in response either way, I guess. Yeah, go ahead. See if he does anything else before attacks. Do I Stroke of Midnight that? Honestly, I probably do. Because that puts him back to having functionally basically no clock. Surprised he's not attacking with... Yeah, well, whatever. Yeah, I think I will. And his last card... Actually, it might not be an instant, because he can activate this whenever he wants. So his last card could be anything. Thank you, NASA. Yeah, we go island into Icewind Elemental here, right? Yeah, okay. I can't believe he fucking imprisoned my island in the moon. That shit's hilarious. Draw. That's not bad. I think I pitch the Adept here? Yeah. Pass turn. I'm not going to be able to play this Essence Scatter for a long time unless I draw another island, mind you, but... okay. Yeah, that's like a little annoying, but... I'd rather him do that than on, like, Kiora or something, and I have other threats in my hand. Let's go Light Shell Duo. Surveil. Well, I don't want both. I think I do want one, though, so that I can actually cast the Arcane Epiphany, so we'll do that. He knows the other one's an island. There's no way I would have surveilled away an island otherwise. Yeah, we'll pass here. Him having the Lookout does mean he's got an advantage trying to get to more late-game stuff, but... Oh, okay. If I Witness Protection that... it'll lose flying. It'll be able to get 1 counter with the Lookout. Let's see. Let's play the island. I think I Witness Protection that... Or do I Witness Protection this to shut off the draws? No, this still gets bigger and bigger if I do that, so... I think I have to do Witness Protection on this. Yeah. Let's do that. Oh, he should have done that in response, but he didn't. Okay, let's go to combat, and let's attack. Yeah. I think he is BMing me for taking any amount of time to play Magic the Gathering. But I'm going to ignore that. And I will end my turn. I can Essence Scatter. I cannot Epiphany because I need double blue, but... Hopefully, if he uses this to draw into a bomb creature, I can counter it. So there's that. Okay. Do I want to do this? I actually don't know that I do, because I don't have anything I particularly want to discard. Yeah, okay. Okay, that'll... Oh, that gets me this guy back. Nice. Let's go to combat and attack with the Light Shell Duo. Chum? Okay. Is there any reason to do this main phase? Probably not. No, I think we just sit. Sure. Not gonna bother Essence scattering that. Oof, yeah, he's drawing a lot of lands. He'd be mega fucked if he didn't have this. It's a shame I didn't have a spare removal spell for that earlier. What you thinking, sir? Start! Do 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 do. Uh-huh. Okay. End of turn. Zorp. Let's get our guy. Draw, discard. Do I want that more than any of these? That gives me a lot of pressure, but it also gets mega fucked by removal, so I might just get rid of this, actually. And then, do I want to activate this? Yeah, I think I will. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Okay. Mocking Sprite. Cool. Alrighty. Let's go to combat. We've got the Epiphany as a trick to pump our duo. We'll go with that. Just gonna chump. I'm not really sure why he's chumping the Light Shell Duo when he's at 20, TBH. Do I Cephalid Ink Mage? Do I hold back for Epiphany? I think... I can't do... Let's get more creatures on board. Let's make the Ink Mage. We'll Surveil here. Ooh. That's several good cards. I might just keep all of those. Obviously, I'm drawing Kiora next turn. I mean, shit, dog. Yeah, fucking, I think I just want all of those, I think. Yeah, let's just do that. And play the Mocking Sprite. Yeah. Maybe I might have actually wanted to hold back for this, now that I'm thinking about it, but we'll see. I got the Kiora, so if he plays a Mega Bomb, I do have one of my own to respond with. Imprisoned in the Moon on... Oh, okay, on the Icewind Elemental. Okay. Angel of... Oh, that sucks. No activating Kiora for me this century. He doesn't even know how much that sucks for me. Alright. Yeah. Should have held back for the Essence Scatter. Oops. I do control a wizard now, though, which makes this very cheap. Let's just do this now, see if I draw anything else to play for prowess before I go to combat. Yeah, that gives me make your move, which I can get rid of an Imprisoned in the Moon with. Yeah, okay, and then we'll go to combat. 2, 4, 3, 4, oh. Damn, he's like, this game's too boring. I don't want to play someone who thinks about the cards they're playing, I guess. I'm fine with that. Or either that, or he thought draw 3 was gonna like doom him. That's the arena mindset. Oh hey, this would be a good card in my deck right now. We made it to 5! We are officially in the black. Or, yeah, in the black is what you would call that. We are plus 100 gems on the entry fee, even if we lose out from here. But, tantalizing prizes yet. One more win gets us another 200 gems. 2 more wins, the last win is worth 400 gems. If we could get the 2 wins, we go mega plus on this, which would be pretty nice. But I'd settle for what we've got. I'm gonna modulate my expectations to just wanting to break even, and I've done that, so everything else, we're playing with house money now. As they say, we take those. We do indeed take those. I go first, huh? I have this to play, I have creatures. Kind of befuddling that I'm getting these hands after I was like, yeah, we should virtually never get color screwed. Suddenly it's becoming a real fucking problem. We've drawn our single double white card in our opening hand with 2 islands. Our opponent took a mulligan, so hopefully we'll be under marginally less pressure. We'll see. This is a bit of a greedy keep, and it's looking like the punishment may be incoming. Now I really will get the karmic payback for all my early opponents getting screwed at 2 lands. We're playing against blue, so I'm less worried. That's a lot of text. Hang on. When this creature deals combat damage to a oh, right, okay, yeah, this slowly makes guys. Yeah, well, alright. We are indeed a bit McFuckled here. But we can interact, we can counter another creature if they play one. Being against blue means we're slightly less likely to be under massive immediate pressure, but this will slowly accumulate pressure, even though it doesn't do a ton on its own. Tap out for a creature that I can counter, please. That would be great if you could do that. And also, tell me that mountain is just there for funnies, and you're not in red. You're not in anything aggressive. Don't you dare pass the turn. Fuck you, McGann. It's an island. Alright. I mean, yeah, we have to play a creature. No. Oh, okay. Alright, whatever. I mean, that's a good creature, but... I don't know how much Make Your Move is gonna do here. We'll see. We managed to rip a plane, so we can make this at least. Oh, clicking does something. That's neat. Oh, it does different things depending on the terrain you're in. I've never tried clicking on nothing. You can rustle in the grass, tap on the rocks, tamp the soft earth. Really, sky's the limit for clicking on the screen. Many options to ponder he has, it would seem. Witness. When you draw your second card each turn, create a 1/1. Not bad. Not sure why you're playing that pre-combat. Is it because... Well, no, there still wouldn't be a reason to do that pre-combat now I'm thinking about it. I think I might want to trade for the Adept here. Which is Uggo McBuggo, but, like... I'm at risk of getting, like, doom screwed otherwise. And now he's tapped to 2, so it's not very likely he can play 2 non-creature spells? Okay, yeah, he can play 1. Yeah, this is not looking good. Ah, an island, you say? Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is pretty far out of hand. We need a planes, like, immediately. To make, if we can make big flyers, maybe, hey, maybe we can get back in the game. But, we really needed him to play a creature that we could essence scatter instead of flashing in that guy on our end step after we were tapped out. I don't think playing the Mocking Spite was wrong, because we still traded with a creature off of it, but... yeah, man. Go ahead. Kill me. Also not a creature. This guy is fucking Maximilian Pegasus ass. I mean, we're just dead, right? 6. Technically we're not dead on board, but, like, we're dead. We'll just move on to the next one. Yeah, Picturable. Duckman bought a bunch of gift subs. Alright, so that was a mistaken keep, probably. But also not terribly probable draws following the keep, so... I don't know. Maybe I should aggressively mulligan to have a plains and an island, but, like, statistically it should not really be a problem to draw both. We have 7 of each and 2 Evolving Wilds, so finding 1 of each should be pretty easy most of the time. The extra islands were funny to keep drawing. And in fairness, drawing the plains would have let us play the 3/3, who would have helped. But there was not a single target for Make Your Move on that board, so having the white mana for that would actually not have helped that much. A shame. A shame. Shame! Shame! What have we got? Repastiltg. Interesting name. Hey, a hand we can't get color screwed with. I'll keep it. Look at that. Both are Evolving Wilds, and a Plains, and an Island. Ooh, that's a good one. Mm-hmm. 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 Blue-green. Okay. Probably... each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it has trample. Okay, so for the moment, that's pretty much just a Grizzly Bears. It doesn't really matter what land we get with this. We'll just get an island. I think we're gonna need to flash this in to block this, because this looks like a very aggressive deck, so we're just going to pass. And hope that he doesn't have a pump spell here. We'll go for this, and we'll try and block. Okay. Appears he does not have an instant, because that pretty much went straight through. Wary Thespian. He keeps it on top. Okay. Yeah, we don't have time for the Evolving Wilds right now. I think we're just going to play the Mocking Sprite. And honestly, I think I'm gonna go for a trade again. Yeah. Got a pump spell, that's fine. It's a good card. Gets to trade and surveil twice. It's pretty nice. But, early pressure for the moment has been dealt with. So, let's see if we can get there off the back of flyers. He does have something at instant speed now. Ah, okay, he's just gonna, yeah. Yep, that makes sense. Ah, okay. Unfortunately, that invalidates my 3/3. Draw, discard, sure. We'll keep that for a actual, probably discard the Evolving... What? I don't know. Let's play our own, see what we draw. We're gonna discard a land, but which one? I guess I'll discard the plains, because this can get another land out of my deck. and we'll pass. Ooh, what the fuck is this shit? Alright. This card advantage is gonna be pretty hard to overcome unless I draw a removal that outs one of these things. Let's see. Yeah, and we're in a standoff with these 3/4s, so unfortunately, this is already looking pretty bad. Let's... Do we main phase an Epiphany here? This isn't a wizard, right? No, it's not. Okay. I think I will. Okay, and I'm gonna play this, and we'll pass. Ooh. Tap target creature and opponent. Whoa. Okay, yeah. He seems to have the better late game on me right now too. So, dang, he's got the aggressive curve into this. This is a good draft deck. What'll it be, sir? Ooh, just gonna go with everyone and a mana back for like giant growth. Shit, dog. I mean, I have to. Yeah, pass to blockers. I have to go for it. If he's got the giant growth, he's got the giant growth, and that was gonna happen anyway. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Turn. Oh, now witness protection. I mean, it's still useful, I suppose. God, I don't even know what I witness protect here. These guys both fucking suck. I can't kill this with make your move. So, I think I have to witness protection that. Yeah, okay, we'll do, Light Shell, because I have to find a removal spell, even though this is bigger. Yeah. I have to find Make Your Move. Kiora, I sure wish it let me look at what was in my... Okay, there we go. Yeah, how many in my graveyard? I mean, Kiora does make an 8/8. Oh, fuck. That... Stop. Yes, done. Let me resolve this, please. Thank you. Get rid of that. I guess keep Kiora on top. And yeah, stop drawing cards, please. And we end turn. I'm almost certainly still just dead to this, because I'm never gonna get to block anything. Yeah, and that's gonna stop Kiora from attacking. So, yeah, no, this is not gonna happen. That is a ferocious late game. Yeah. He had the aggro. Yeah, no, this would... Yeah, between this... What the fuck are you doing now? Oh, okay. Why are you doing that right now? You looking for a pump spell to see if you can kill me? Maybe? Yeah, I mean... Well, I'm not gonna draw. Yeah, sure. I only have another turn if I draw exactly Make Your Move, so we might as well actually get rid of Kiora and see if we can draw exactly Make Your Move. We drew Kiora anyway! Oh, Kiora can find Make Your Move, sure. Let's see if we draw Make Your Move off of Kiora. Almost certainly I still lose this, but technically I have a turn now. Right? Yeah, okay. Make your move, get this out of here. Show me a counterspell and I will show you an immediate concession. Okay. And I'm not attacking. Looking for the pump or holding back. Yeah. I mean, he can draw like 3 cards a turn still off of this guy, so I don't think even this is gonna get it done. But We've offered about as much resistance as we can. Oh my god, how many green-blue bombs did you get, bro? Sure. Oh, okay, now I'm dead, right? Because you have... Yeah, okay. Good game. Yeah, alright. I don't feel too bad about that. I was not beating that deck. That deck was like my deck, but with a better late game and a bunch of... I had one bomb in Kiora, and they had like 3-ish, it would appear. So, yeah, no, that was the extremely probable result, comparing those decks, I think. Maybe if he hadn't had the 3-4 flying, I could have had a counter clock in my 3-3 and my 3-floor, but nah. His deck kind of just exactly countered mine. If I had not had, like, immediate witness protection to shut off the draw. Yeah, no. No. Don't think there was a lot we could do there other than hope to draw like a god. But we got our gems back and a little bit of profit, and we got 4 packs in addition. And I believe with 3,890, I don't think there's any reason for me to buy it now, but I can buy the Mastery. Which all told will give me a lot of shit. Oh, this Mastery actually goes further than the Duskmourn one. Actually goes a lot further. It goes up to 90 before it gets to the repeat forever. Wow. Is that because this is going to be the latest set for longer? I don't know. I don't know. But, yeah, for the last one... Okay, hang on. Does this have the same economy? So 300 gems, 600 gems, 900 gems, 1,200 gems. Okay, so it's still 1,200 gems. They're just spread further. That's a little annoying. Gold, it's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. So that's about 500. No, that's about 400 more gems. So it's about 1,600 gems of raw currency. A draft token, which is effectively worth... It's worth whatever it costs to enter a draft. And the most that it costs... traditional sealed costs 2k, but that's sealed, not draft. I assume I can't use it for that. Traditional draft is 1,500. Premier draft is 15. Okay, so it's 1,500 is the effective gem value of that. So it's about 3,100 gems worth of raw currency. Equivalent. Okay. I think that's a little worse than the previous Mastery. I think the previous Mastery, it added up to more like exactly 34. And then you got all the other stuff, but that's probably still worthwhile. I would need to get up to the last gems, though. I would need to get to 63 on the Mastery for that to pay for itself, basically. Okay. So I'm not going to buy it right now, but if I do play enough to make that worthwhile, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We don't really need to do anything else right now, I don't think. Tomorrow is still pre-reset, so I can get the last 3 on the weekly thing, and I can get my daily wins, so I'll probably just wait for that. Let's see. We checked the Mastery. Yeah, you know what? Let's just open some packs. Let's open the packs we won with our hard work. 5 more packs of Foundations. Let's go. Everyone loves pack opening time. Any of these I haven't seen? Bite Down. Okay. Instant speed fight that can hit Planeswalkers. Atali. Primal Storm. Whenever it attacks, exile the top of each player's library, and then you can just do whatever you want. Neat. I love Hidetsugu's second right reprint. Very funny. Also, at uncommon, even funnier. That's kind of annoying. You don't want to see this card in draft. I don't want to see that in my uncommon slot. I'm not building around Hidetsugu's second right. It is a funny card, though. I can't begrudge them for that. I suppose maybe it's less annoying than seeing it in your rare slot. Time Stop is a good one. Never seen that card, lol. Yeah, we actually, I mean, we just got through Kamigawa block in our progression, so it's been at top of mind. I think I might have opened one. Naturalize or Wing Snare, pretty good. Refute, nice one to have in the old Collectione. Another one of this in 3 packs. Kind of just getting back to Magic after a break. The same for me. The same for me. Yeah, we're here for common duels. Yeah, he's neat. Some basic stuff. Spinner of Souls. 4/3 reach for 3. A non-token creature you control dies. Revealed cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature. Put that. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good. Like, his only downside is not triggering off his own death, but you know, you can't expect everything. Why are there 2? Why there's 2 of these? What's he doing hiding behind this? Why does he have an A on him? Anyone in chat know what this is? Is this a special arena thing? Sometimes you just get a free dupe. Alchemy version? But he's the same. Set symbol the same. It does look like the... I don't know if that's the alchemy symbol or the arena symbol. One's an alchemy. It's been errata digitally. If this creature was kicked out, it was... Yeah. Oh. Oh, 2/4. Oh. That's... fucking weird. So they just made it better. They just made it better for alchemy specifically. Huh. That's really unusual. I wonder how many cards they bothered to do that for and what the logic is for why they would bother to do that or not for a given card. Very expensive removal. What do you do? 1/2 haste. Oh, okay, okay. Vaguely Rada, heir to Keld core. High Fey Trickster. Ooh, this is a fun one. Yeah, this is up my alley. Alright, that's our 5 packs, ladies and gentlemen. I might, if I bother getting any cosmetics, I have to say Kiora is one I might get, because I am quite enamored with that card. With that Kiard. I think we're probably done for today. I don't think I have another draft in me right now. Yawn. I feel that, Aether Tiger. What do you get that? Level 60? Presumably only on the paid one. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll probably wrap up there for Arena for today. I might stream again tomorrow. I might just do another draft. I might do something I said I was thinking of doing, and stream a little Civilization 5. I've got a very fresh Morocco game on, I've gone up a difficulty to Emperor, which I haven't played before. And I'm trapped on a hell island with a bunch of guys right up my asshole already. So that game is, that game's reaching a very early inflection point. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to use Morocco's trade routes ability. Because I think I'm just going to be fighting for my life. We'll see. See if spearmen and archers can get the job done. So that's a teaser for a stream that may or may not happen. But if it does, you heard it here first. Morocco, no. Yeah, it's rough. I haven't played on Emperor before, and I'm immediately noticing the extra bullshit that they give the AIs that they don't give them on the immediately lower difficulty. So we're gonna be riding the struggle bus up to the modern era. As for Magic the Gathering, we are back with gathering cards on Monday. For those who might not know, that's our Magic the Gathering progression series that we play over on twitch.tv/SurpriseRoundRPG. Let me link that here. And we've been doing a progression, which if you don't know, is we open every set starting from the beginning, and we play games every week with the new cards that we've opened, and the collections just grow. We keep everything. And we're on Ravnica. Monday we're playing, we opened most recently 9th edition in Ravnica, and I'm really excited for that. Ravnica was easily the most joy-instilling pack opening we've had since Invasion Block. They know how to make the gold-colored sets. They know how to make them fun. Fun and fancy-free. And I've cooked up something for that we'll see if it can get it done. And, that's going to be on Monday, as I said, at 6 p.m. Eastern. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? Yeah. And Golgari is here at last, my beloved. Too bad. I'm banned out of Blue and Green, so I can't play any of the guilds other than Boros. Kinda sucks. Boros is not the one that is for me. But it'll be fun. It'll be a fun time. So consider stopping. If you want more Magic the Gathering content, if you want more me content, consider stopping by for that. Don't block those Saprolings. Hey, you won't be able to block with Saprolings if your opponent's got Vindictive Mob, the 6-mana black creature that can't be blocked by Saproling. One of the sillier cards we opened. But anyway, that's gonna be Monday, and I'll probably be back with more Arena before long. I'm gonna draft more Foundations. I like this a lot. Tom Tent. And that's what we call it in the business. That's the official term. The Tom Tent. So I'll be back for that. And yeah, later Gator to you, Kadu. Good night to you, Wet Otters. And have a good rest of your weekend, everyone, if I don't see you tomorrow. Toodles.